Hello, I am Dr. V. Suresh Kumar, Head of the Department of Chemistry, King's College of Engineering, Punalkulam, Tanjavur. Today I am going to discuss the topic fuel cell. What is fuel cell? So, fuel cell is a voltaic cell which converts the chemical energy of the fuels directly into electricity without combustion. So, before going in depth about the fuel cell, let me discuss the basic of the electrochemistry. What do you mean by electrode? What do you mean by cell? And what do you mean by battery? So, we are all very well know about a metal rod or metal strip, which when undergo either oxidation or reduction is called electrode. So, combination of two electrodes, anode and cathode, which is called as a cell, which undergo electrochemical reaction and gives potential or voltage. Then combination of number of cells, which is called as battery. So these are the basic things in electrochemistry. Before we'll see the fuel cell. So now we will move to fuel cell. The fuel cell is another example of voltaic cell. What happened here? Here the voltage developed by means of a chemical energy of fuels. So the chemical energy of the fuels directly converted into electricity without combustion. Very, very important one. So fuel cell converts the energy of the fuel directly into electricity. In these cells, the reactants, products and electrolytes pass through the cell. So here fuel and the electrolyte are continuously passing into the cell, then only the cell will works. So fuel plus oxygen gives oxidation products plus electricity. Here we will take an example of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell to discuss in brief. So fuel, but when a large number of fuel cells are connected in a series, it forms fuel battery. That I already told you. Large number of cells either in series or in parallel which is connected, which form a battery. So how much amount of voltage we need, either 3 volt or 6 volt or 12 volt, like that we have to connect the cell. So hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell is the simplest and most successful fuel cell, in which the fuel hydrogen and the oxidizer oxygen and the liquid electrolyte are continuously passed through the cell. So here what are all supply into the cell? So fuel hydrogen and the oxidizer oxygen and the liquid electrolyte, which are all continuously passed through the cell. It consists of two porous electrodes, anode and cathode. The porous electrodes are made of compressed carbon containing a small amount of catalyst like platinum, palladium or silver. In between the two electrodes, an electrolytic solution such as 25% KOH or NaOH is filled. The two electrodes are connected through the voltmeter. So this is the description. So it consists of a porous electrodes which are compressed by means of carbon containing small amount of platinum or palladium or silver. In between the two electrodes, 25% KOH or NaOH is filled. The two electrodes are connected through the voltmeter. How it is working? So working, hydrogen, the fuel is bubbled through the anode compartment where it is oxidized. First, hydrogen is passed into the anode compartment where it gets oxidized. Then the oxygen, that is oxidizer, is bubbled through cathode compartment. So in anode compartment hydrogen is supplied. In cathode compartment the oxidizer oxygen will be supplied continuously where it is reduced. So at anode, hydrogen gas passed through the anode. It is oxidized with the liberation of electrons, which then combine with hydroxide ions to form water. This is the diagram of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. See, anode and cathode, which contains porosity, which include it contains platinum or silver as a catalyst. So in anode compartment, hydrogen is bubbled through anode, and in cathode compartment, oxygen is supplied. So oxygen here is called as oxidizer. So hydrogen and oxygen will be supplied continuously in between the two porous electrodes. So 25% NaOH or KOH will be placed. This is the entire diagram of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. So this is the reaction. What will happen? So hydrogen, which is oxidized 2H plus 2E, then the 2H plus formed react with OH minus in the electrolyte to form water. What is the overall net reaction? So H2 plus 2OH gives 2H2O plus 2 electrons. So 2 electrons are released from the which compartment? Anode compartment. So then when we see the next one, that is cathode compartment, the electrons produced in the anode pass through the external wire to the cathode, where it is absorbed by the oxygen and water to produce hydroxide ions. So the liberated electrons react with the oxygen supplied through cathode. So this will form finally the OH minus ions. So O2 plus 2H2O plus 4 electrons gives OH minus. This is the anode cathode reaction. So the overall reaction, what will happen at anode? Hydrogen bubbled. So hydrogen will react with the OH minus to form water plus giving 2 electrons. At the cathode, what will happen? The oxidizer oxygen plus water plus the electrons removed from the anode gives 4 OH minus. So the overall net reaction, hydrogen oxygen combines to form water. So here the EMF net redox reaction, the EMF produced through the redox reaction is 0.8 to 1.0 volt. So here water, which is a precious commodity which is produced by this redox reaction, also it will give 0.8 to 1.0 volt current. So what are the applications of this fuel, hydrogen oxygen fuel cell? So hydrogen oxygen fuel cells are used as auxiliary energy source in the space vehicles, submarines or other military vehicles. So military vehicles operated in the desert or operated in the marine, so which are all very much depend upon energy. So after consuming the fossil fuels, what will happen? They are depending upon the batteries, no? So this hydrogen oxygen fuel cells, which are all very much used in the submarines, in space shuttles, which will be produced continuously, giving voltage of 0.8 to 1.0 volt. When we combine these fuel cell in large numbers, converted into hydrogen oxygen fuel battery, it will give more amount of voltage that will be used for that emergency purpose. In case of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, the product of water is proved to be a valuable source of fresh water by the astronauts. So in space shuttles, the astronauts, when they are using this hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, they obtained water which is very precious for them in the space. So it is the purest form of water which will be used for them for many purposes. It emits only water vapor and no other harmful chemicals to the environment. The another important application, there is no harmful chemicals will be evolved in this reaction to the environment. And also the efficiency of this hydrogen oxygen fuel cell is 75% and more. So it is more efficient. It is proved on, as hydrogen is the largest lightest element, it can be transported easily from one place to another. Since the hydrogen, which is a very lighter element, so it can be easily sealed in a cylinder and it can be transported wherever we want. Hydrogen as a fuel can replace the use of batteries. It causes less noise pollution. It also, there is no noise pollution by using this hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Then limitations or we may tell disadvantages of hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. So one of the main disadvantage of this hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, so hydrogen is very expensive one. Hydrogen gas is a very expensive, expensive, also explosive one. So it is very expensive to be carried out this process. As hydrogen is a gas, it is difficult to compress into liquid form. So when we taken from one place to another place, it will be put it into the cylinder in the liquid form. So compression of this hydrogen gas, which is very difficult to compress into liquid form. Hydrogen is not present as it is, but always present in the combined form with either oxygen or some other element. So it must be separated first. So hydrogen should be separated from the other elements before when we are using in the anode compartment as a raw material. So hydrogen is not present as it is, but always present in the combined form with either oxygen or some other element. So our first work is to separate the hydrogen first before using it. So while using hydrogen oxygen fuel cell in an automobile, a high pressure must be created inside the engine, which is risky. So here high pressure will be produced, which is handling this high pressure is very risky. So need technical persons to carry out this reaction. Then we'll go to the advantages of this fuel cell. Advantages of this fuel cell. Fuel cells are efficient, that is 75% efficient. We already discussed in the previous slide. It is pollution free technique, so there is no toxic or there is no harmful chemicals evolved during this process to the environment. So it is pollution free technique. It produces electric current directly from the reaction of fuel and on an oxidizer. So here hydrogen is a fuel, oxidizer is oxygen. So when we directly supply these two into the compartment in the presence of OH minus ions, so it will form the water and simultaneously it will give the voltage also. So one of the precious commodity water will be produced as one of the product of this hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. So it is very much useful in space vehicles. Then other few disadvantages of this fuel cell. Fuel cells cannot store electric energy as the other cells do. So it will continuously produce the electric energy. It cannot be stored. When we supply continuously the fuel hydrogen and the oxidizer oxygen, it will produce voltage. When we once we stop the supply of these two, that is hydrogen and oxygen, it will not produce or it will not involve any chemical reaction and it will not produce any voltage. Electrodes are expensive and short-lived. So here we are using electrodes with porosity, with the catalyst also, which are all very expensive, and the life of the electrodes are very short. Storage and handling of hydrogen gas is very dangerous. So we already discussed the storage of hydrogen. So because of it is a lighter element, so storage of this hydrogen gas is very difficult, and also it is very dangerous. Okay, thank you.